In this video, something unbelievable happens. A powerful CEO is showing off his company's new system when, suddenly, it crashes in front of everyone. Panic spreads. The tech experts are clueless. Investors are ready to walk out. Just when things seem completely ruined, someone unexpected steps forward. A quiet 50-year-old janitor. No one knew his past. No one knew what he was capable of. But in just a few silent minutes, he did something that shocked the entire room. What secret did he hold? And how did he save the company when no one else could? Stay tuned, because this story will leave you stunned. Welcome to Whisper Stories, the place where ordinary people become unexpected heroes. Here we share powerful, true-to-life stories that touch your heart and open your eyes. In today's video, you'll see how someone everyone ignored became the only person who could save a multi-million-dollar company. This story will teach you an important lesson. Never judge someone by their job or appearance, because sometimes the quietest person in the room is the smartest one. So if you enjoy stories that are emotional, full of twists, and leave you thinking, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Whisper Stories for more inspiring and surprising stories like this one. It was a big day at one of the country's most powerful tech companies. Inside a shiny glass building, top investors, reporters, and company partners gathered in a large conference room. Everyone was waiting for the CEO to reveal a brand new system, one that could change the future of the business. The CEO, dressed in a sharp suit, stood proudly in front of a giant screen. He was confident, smiling, and full of energy. He believed this moment would make him even more famous and respected. Around him stood his trusted team, engineers, managers, and technical experts, all ready to impress. Meanwhile, in the background, a janitor slowly pushed his cart down the hallway. He was 50 years old, quiet and unnoticed. He wore a faded uniform, his steps steady, and his eyes calm. He had worked in this building for years, but few ever spoke to him. To most people, he was just the cleaning guy. Little did they know, he was about to become the most important person in that room. The room was silent. All eyes were on the CEO as he raised his hand and said, "Let's begin." With a single click, the system came to life. Bright lights flashed. The screen lit up. Everyone leaned forward, curious and excited. But suddenly, something went wrong. The screen flickered. Then it froze. The lights blinked. Strange error messages appeared. And then everything went black. A few people laughed nervously, thinking it was a small glitch. But it wasn't. The CEO's face changed. His smile disappeared. "Fix it, now!" he barked at his team. The tech experts rushed to their laptops. They typed fast. They whispered to each other, but no one knew what was happening. The system wasn't responding. The investors started to look worried. Some checked their watches. Others whispered to each other. The pressure in the room grew heavier every second. Outside, the janitor stood still, watching through the glass. He saw the panic. He saw the fear. He saw a mistake that no one else had noticed. And slowly, quietly, he started walking toward the room. The door opened gently. No one noticed at first. Everyone was too busy panicking, arguing, and trying to fix the system. But then, a quiet voice said, "I think I can help." Heads turned. The CEO looked up sharply. Standing at the doorway was the janitor, his face calm, his eyes focused. The room fell silent. Someone whispered, "Is he serious?" The CEO frowned. "This isn't a joke. Step outside," he snapped. But the janitor didn't move. He took a slow step forward and said, "I helped build the first version of this system years ago, before I took this job." Everyone stared in disbelief. CEO looked confused. "You built it?" The janitor nodded. "I know where the backup circuit is. The team won't find it in the software. It's a physical reset, hidden deep inside the panel." Without waiting for permission, he walked to the side wall, knelt down, pulled off a small panel no one had touched. Wires, dust, silence. Then, a soft click. Lights flickered. The screen blinked. 1 second, 2 seconds. And then, The system roared back to life. The screen lit up, brighter than before. The graphs returned. The system dashboard was back online. Every single feature worked perfectly, just as planned. The crowd gasped. Some people clapped softly. The investors leaned forward again, impressed and relieved. The presentation could continue, but the CEO, he just stood there, speechless. He looked at the janitor, this quiet man who had saved his career, his company, and the biggest deal of his life. And the janitor? He didn't smile. He didn't wait for praise. He simply nodded, closed the panel, and began walking away. One engineer asked, "How did you know that would work?" The janitor replied softly, "Because I designed that failsafe a long time ago, before anyone here even joined the company." Then he left the room. No spotlight, no handshake, just silence. And yet, he was the reason everything worked. Later that day, some staff began asking questions. Who is he? Why is a janitor fixing our systems better than our engineers? An older employee finally spoke up. You don't know? He was one of the original system architects. Brilliant mind. Years ago, he helped build the foundation of everything we use now. A flashback revealed the truth. Years ago, he was a lead developer, full of ideas and passion. But after a personal tragedy and a long break from work, he never returned to his old role. He didn't ask for special treatment. He didn't want fame or power. He just needed peace. So he quietly took a simple job, cleaning the floors of the company he helped create. Most people walked past him every day, never said hello, never asked his story. And yet, when the company's future was falling apart, he was the only one who could put it back together. Greatness doesn't always wear a suit, and real wisdom doesn't always speak loudly. Sometimes the quietest person in the room carries the most powerful story. So the next time you see someone quietly doing their job, someone others ignore, remember this story. You never know the skills, the wisdom, or the strength hidden behind a simple uniform. Because true heroes don't always wear badges or suits. Sometimes they carry a mop and a past full of brilliance. What about you? Have you ever met someone quiet who surprised everyone with their actions? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's celebrate the unsung heroes around us. And if you found this story powerful, moving, or just worth thinking about, please like, share, and subscribe to Whisper Stories. We bring you stories that speak to the heart, one whisper at a time.